Yeah, baby. Let me take you over here to the other side.
I think you're gonna have to be gentle.
Hey y'all, hey, I'm coming through to give you all a video. I know it's been a minute. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I know. I'm not hearing it. I'm not listening. I'm not listening. Y'all, I had a lot going on. Life was lifing. But I'm back to give you all a full form video. And the video that I want to give y'all is my foolproof, sweat proof, full face matte foundation routine for oily skin in the summertime, because y'all, it's getting hot outside and we're gonna still be going to events. We still gonna be outside. We still want to look cute. We want to look put together, but we also want to wear a little makeup, and we do not want our makeup slipping and sliding off. So I am going to be giving you all a full face routine so that your face could be matte and sitting like this. Y'all ready for the tutorial? Let's go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage. So my skin is already cleansed, moisturized, and I prepped already using the Danessa Myricks water powder serum. Just letting that dry. And something that I used today was the Mighty Shield Invisible Blemish Protectant. I used it on two little hormonal acne bumps that popped, and they're still kind of open. I'm using this to see if it really sits well with makeup. I can't really see it in the mirror or on the viewfinder, but we're gonna see how makeup sits on it, because I wanted to do this tutorial, but I did not want to aggravate the bumps any more than what they're already aggravated. So since that water powder serum has already dried into my skin, I am going in with my next line of defense for my oily skin, because I do have oily skin. I'm going in with my next line of defense, which is this One Size Oil Sucker Extreme Mattifying Alkaline Primer. And I do this, ooh, make sure you shake it. Do not be like me. Make sure you shake this primer up before you just go squirting it on your face like what I just did. And I don't even know why I just did that, but do not be like me. Be better than me. So I'm going to go in and place this on the areas where I get extremely oily, which is basically my T-zone area. And this is a Japanese brush that I got from TJ Maxx that I'm using. And now the trick with this primer is you have to stay expressionless. It does say it in the instructions. You have to stay expressionless while this primer dries in order for it to, you know, do its thing. So I'm going to remain expressionless, and I'm going to do all the other steps to my makeup. Okay, so I have let that One Size primer dry all the way down. I went off camera and did all of my other little, you know, touches that I'm doing to my face. So now we are going in with our foundation, and the foundation that I'm going to be using today is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. Y'all know Danessa Myricks, and as you can see, I have hit pan on mine, so I gotta buy another one. Danessa Myricks put some good stuff in here, y'all. Y'all know about the specs on this. This is an oily girl's best friend, and I know some people use it as a first step to their foundation. Y'all, I use it as actual foundation because I'm not one who too much cares for full coverage, so I use this as my actual foundation. And y'all, I'm seeing that little hero stuff is kind of peeling, but that's okay, because this one on my chin, it actually has a scab, so we can go ahead and just put some foundation over there. So yes, I use this as foundation because, again, in the summertime, you know, whatever. And I like for my natural moles to poke through. I know y'all be seeing me put on little fake moles on, but those are really my natural moles that I'm just bringing out after I do foundation, because I like to make sure that they're still showcased, make sure they're still seen. And that's also a way for me to cover up if I do have any active breakouts that sticking up just a little too much that I want to, in a sense, hide. That's what I do that for. And y'all know that this yummy blurring powder, it has that, I want to say it's called Upsolite. Yeah, with Upsolite or Upsolite, however you say that technology, that does help with the oily skin girls. And let me tell you, like, that formula, chef's kiss. So next I'm going in with my Thread Beauty Complexion stick, and I use that to do my contour. And as you can see, she is well loved. Like, look at that. Look how that looks. Do y'all see how that product is well loved, baby? She's well loved over here. We love us a good piece of thread. Snatch these cheekbones right on up. Cause I mean, I have high cheekbones, but it's just something about going back in and contouring that just really snatches that. And I do have a small forehead. That's why I don't actually put the foundation on there. I just use what's left over on the brush from when I go and do my cheeks. I just take a little bit and do my forehead. Because I wasn't blessed with a lot of forehead. I know it looks like it in some pictures, but y'all, my forehead is really non-existent. But that's okay, because not everybody needs a lot of forehead, okay? And y'all, I'm so proud of my skin, because my skin has been doing so good lately. A lot of y'all don't know because I have not come onto my YouTube and discussed it, but I was diagnosed with PCOS at the beginning of the year. And it was like, once I got diagnosed with that, it made sense as to why I was getting such bad hormonal acne, because my hormonal acne had got really, really bad. So once I got diagnosed with the PCOS, you know, I started using products that would help, or that I felt like would help my skincare, like for me. Now this, I'm not saying that this is a end all be all for PCOS, and I might do a video on that, but it helped me. It helped me in my situation. So y'all know orange blush on dark skin just looks magnificent. So I'm going in with an orange blush, liquid blush, and this is the Beam liquid blush from MAC. And this is in the shade Apricot Jelly. And they actually sent me this, y'all, last year. Yeah, last year. And I really like this little blush, y'all, because it's not too much, as you can see. Y'all see that? Not too much, not too much, but you can build it up. And again, orange blush on dark skin just looks amazing. So I'm gonna add just a little bit more, well, a lot bit more, because a lot came off on that applicator. But again, it blends in so beautifully, it's not gonna be harsh. Y'all see that? Y'all see how they blended out? Blended out beautifully. So now we're going in with concealer, because you want to do foundation, contour, liquid blush if you do liquid blush, then concealer. And I have my Danessa Myricks concealer. Like, we stand Danessa Myricks over here real bad. Make sure I have my little concealer brush, because we stand Danessa Myricks over here. This is a Danessa Myricks stan account, if you did not realize, because her products Worth every penny, baby. Every penny. I'm talking about. Take my money. Just take my money. Because she does the skin good. And when I say good, I mean good. And one thing that I do like to do in between the steps of concealer and foundation is I like to go in with a setting spray, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury. I alternate between setting sprays, but today we're doing a Charlotte Tilbury because I haven't given her a lot of love lately, but it's because I only got that much left. But we're gonna re-up on this. Hold on. Charlotte, why you gonna do that to me, Charlotte? Why is my Charlotte? I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with Charlotte. So let's just go in with the Max Fix Plus. Okay. And I just like to spray, you know, in between the step of foundation and concealer. I feel like it helps, you know, the products kind of mesh together in a sense. I'm gonna figure out what's going on with my Charlotte Tilbury spray nozzle, cause there's still some product up in there, and I needs that. I don't play like that. I like to get my money's worth. That's a whole lot of sprays. Product still left up in there, so I don't know if I gotta suck that bad boy in warm water or what, but I'm gonna get my money's worth out of that spray bottle. Okay, and I don't know if y'all can hear my stomach, but I'm hungry, so that's why my stomach over here growling a little bit. But if you can't hear it, good, but I hear it, and my stomach is saying, girl, you gonna feed me? And sis, yes I am. I hear you. And do you see how these products are just meshing together so well? Like, I used to, your face don't never start itching until you start putting makeup on it. I used to do super light concealer. And when I say super light concealer, I'm talking about my concealer. Like, I don't know if I have a picture because I archived some of my old makeup pictures because I just really couldn't believe that people was letting me walk around look like that. But some of my old makeup pictures, y'all, the way how light my concealer was, like, this is the shade 14. Now I do have the shade 12 that I use like when I'm doing like actual eyeshadow looks and I want a little pizzazz. I put the shade 12 just, you know, in the inner corners just to give me a little brightness, or if I haven't been sleeping lately. But y'all, I don't know what I used to be doing in my life back in the day, but my concealer used to look crazy. And people used to really let me walk around like that. Like, and people had the nerve to tell me that my makeup looked good. Like, what? No, baby, we live and we learn. And I hope that I never go back to that, because what? Like, I know people were talking about blush blindness, but baby, I had concealer blindness for a little while, I think. Because I don't know what was going on. And I just placed that 14 concealer down the bridge of my nose, just to give it, you know, a little, you know, a little bit of And y'all, for some reason, I don't know why, when I was younger, I used to think that my nose was so big. But now that I'm an adult, I'm like, girl, what was you thinking? Like, your nose fits your face. Like, I don't know. But I'm taking that brush that I used for the liquid blush, and I'm just kind of making sure that the blush and the concealer are meshed well together so that there's no harsh lines or anything anywhere. And we're loving this. We're loving this. We're loving this. Now I'm gonna spray my face one more time with the Fix Plus before I put on my powders. And there is a girl on TikTok who I follow who is a matte girly, and she said she does, when she sprays her Fix Plus, she goes, because she says the scent is so refreshing. And y'all, I've started doing that, and I really realized that that scent from that Max Fix Plus, it really is refreshing. So thank you for that tip, girl. And there is also somebody on TikTok who I follow, and he has gotten me into using and I am going to, you know, place their TikToks down below in the description box, because I really want to shout them out, because the techniques that they've, you know, been doing on TikTok have just really been just giving me everything that I need and more. He talked about using pressed powder to set your under eye before going on with a loose powder, and y'all, that was a genius tip. And I just want to go in and make sure before I set my under eye that I'm not setting any creases. So I'm going in with the lip bar set the tone finishing powder. This is in the shade Golden Girl. I'm going in with the shade Golden Girl to set my under eye. And he said that it gives you a smooth under eye. And baby, his name is Jay. He did not lie. Oh baby, you did not lie. Oh yes. Did y'all see that? Yeah. And we're just gonna use this to set all the areas where we put the concealer. Now that's the first set. Now before we go in and we set our actual face, I do want to go in and give myself a little bit of a bake session. And for the bake session, I'm going to be using the One Size setting powder in Rich Peach. And y'all, this is a brown skin girly's best friend for setting her under eye and still having that brightness to it. Y'all see that? For this step, I'm using my powder puff. And I don't know, but in the summertime, and I don't know if my other oily girlies can attest to this, in the summertime, that upper lip get to, you know, welling up a little bit too much too, so I don't know what that's about. But yeah. And I also put that this Rich Peach down the bridge of my nose. And I don't too much put a whole lot because I don't do a whole lot of baking. I haven't baked since the Commodores were together, to be honest. Like, that was a past life of mine that I used to bake. I don't bake no more. I just set it and forget it. So now I'm going in with the lip bar, set the tone, and Bronze Beauty all over my face to set my entire face. And with this, I go over everything. Kind of like to put everything together and to mesh everything. This just does. This does all the heavy lifting. Yes ma'am, yes ma'am. And one thing that I do make sure that I do is I use the Max Fix powder in the shade NW48 to contour my nose. And this was a trick that I learned a long time ago from Savannah Silver here on YouTube, because I've been watching her channel for years. And this was a trick that she taught years ago with using this powder. And ever since, I've been using this powder to contour my nose. Because when I say it gives the softest nose contour, because I'm not a fan of, you know, really harsh contour. That's something that I'm not a fan of on me. Now on others, it looks like, if the woman knows how to do it, you know, precisely, you know, the makeup artist, whoever is doing that harsh contour, if they know how to do it correctly, and there is a correct way to do it, it looks bomb on them. But on me, babe, I need a soft contour on myself, because if not, I don't know what I be looking like. But it ain't nothing that I want to look like. So, and then you just blend that kind of into your crease a little bit. And you see that soft nose contour? That's what I like. And so I don't know if I want to use the Fenty Hot Cheeks and Fresh Peach or the Lip Bar Blush Light and Pinch Me, because they honestly they look the same, y'all. To be completely honest, they look the same. But just because I don't think that I'm gonna put on a highlighter and the Fenty has just a little bit of extra oomph, I think I'm gonna go with the Fenty, because the Fenty got a little extra oomph. And I can also, you know, yeah, the Fenty just, this Hot Cheeks, it's like Trophy Wife is kind of built in, but Trophy Wife is like scaled down a little bit. If I would have to, you know, give it a comparison, so that's what we're using this with. You see that highlight? I know y'all see it. And then just do a little bit, a dash on the nose. Because I'm not gonna put on a highlighter, because that did it for me. That did it. So we're almost done. So now what I want to do is go in and use this little this is just a regular, just waterproof eyeliner from Shop Miss A Muse Masterpiece Liquid Eyeliner, and I'm going to use it to bring my little moles back. And then just because I have a little breakout down here that's poking out a little bit, just to kind of give it a little, you know. And so now, with everything being completely done, I'm going in with my Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Liquid Blurring Balm Mattifying Setting Spray. I told y'all, we are a Danessa Myricks stan account over here. And it does say that you gotta shake it up really good. You probably ain't gotta shake it as hard as I was shaking it, but you get the drift. And just set your face. Now I do go overboard with setting spray, just because I want to make sure that if I'm out and about in the summertime and I'm wearing makeup, I want my makeup to stay. But you ain't gotta spray as much of that as me. So I do that Danessa Myricks setting spray and I let it dry. And once Danessa dries, I go in with my big boy, and that's the one size setting spray, because I mean, really, can you do a makeup look in the summertime without using this? Come on. And you're an oily girl? Come on. This is a must. Hold on, let me get my breath together, because you know you gotta hold your breath for this one, baby. Okay, I'm about to hold my breath and spray. Okay. Because if you breathe that in, baby. Whew. My God, on today, if you breathe that in. So yes, I'm gonna go off camera, do a lippy, and then I'll be back with the finished look. And this, you guys, is the final look. This is what all those products that y'all saw is giving. And y'all, I promise you, as an oily girl, not only an oily girl, but an oily girl who gets hormonal acne each month, y'all, this face is not going anywhere until I go wash it off. When I say Danessa Myricks does her thing, along with one size, they do their thing. This face is not going. This mug is sitting. Do you see it? Like, take a second and look at the material. You see it. And I promise you it's not gonna go anywhere until I go and wash my face. So I'm gonna leave all of the products down below in the description box, because I'm pretty sure I forgot to list everything. But I'm also going to, you know, put it down below in the description box, as well as I'm going to be putting the lipstick down in the description box, and it is from the Lip Bar. Y'all know, and if you don't know, the Lip Bar has the best lip products in the world. I'm gonna stand on that. Not only their matte lipsticks, but their lip glosses, as well as this new formulation of the lipstick. And this is the plush lipstick. I think it is a plush lipstick, and if it's not, I'm gonna go ahead and link it down below. But I got it on in the shade 1210. That's what I have on my lips. So I want to say thank you all for coming through and watching my video. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to join this here tribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend that I'm on YouTube. Share me. Don't be stingy. All right, you guys. Peace.
Looking at your body, God is Aphrodite.